taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Welcome to another exciting review of My Little Pony Season 7, Episode 17 review, and Change the Changeling. So basically, this episode was the big foreshadowing we got after 2 episodes ago when it comes to PHARYNX. Now, what did I think of this overall? Let's just start basically with the plot of this episode, then I'll just tell you my overall thoughts. Basically, alright, so anyways, sorry about that. I got like a text from something. But anyways, so when it comes to the plot premise, basically we have Starlight and we have Trixie. A dual episode. Nice. I was actually really happy that these two are actually going to be together in an episode. The first time, of course, we had all battled up, which was a really great episode on its own, or just a good episode in general. You know, I enjoyed it for the second half from what we got from Season 7. But anyways, though, when it comes to them, they do not disappoint as a duel, even though, you know, some people make a complaint that Trixie was too much of a bitch in this episode, or she was pretty much like a cunt. But at the same time, that's pretty much her character, but when it comes to their chemistry, I could see them working together. That's why I said that that's the two that I would officially ship. I mean, I know a lot of people are now going with this whole Amber and Starlight, but to me it's definitely, or, you know, it could be Amber and Thorax from what we're seeing now. But, especially from, again, from 2 episodes ago. But I would say when it comes to shipping-wise, I would still definitely go with Starlight and Trixie. It's just, it just works. It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Crimson King, Part 5. When speaking of David Productions, what? Yeah, when are we gonna get that shit, man? I'm dying for some King Crimson. It just works, man. Just works. Anyways, enough of the JoJo for a while. Let's just get to the episode itself. When it comes to those two, they go into the actual new Changeling hive that's been pretty much reformed after Chrysalis' defeat. And I gotta say, it's pretty much what I expected. They're not as the least threatening, you know, they're pretty much just, you know, doing other things that are not, you know, feeding on love. They're, you know, different kinds of activities. There's theater, there's just some other shit, I kind of forget. But there's like many other activities. There's even one called the Feelings Forum. I think that's what's called, Forum or Forum? Like, we're on like a computer, it's a forum, boys? Dead ass? Are we getting some weird technological advancements here in Equestria? I thought you said forum, like basically like a forum, like a feelings forum, like you create a forum for let's talk about feelings. And I'm like, oh, you got the reference, you get a cookie. But seriously, let's talk about feelings. Like, is this really the forum? Like, I've got to find this forum. Thorax, give me this link to this forum, and maybe I could tell my whole emotional stories while you're at it. Anyways, so when it comes to this episode, though, when it comes to the way the changelings are, you know, there are some that are still willing to actually, you know, I guess because the changes are just more chilled out. Like, they're not like, you know, all like feeding on love, like bam, 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 like we want to kill, well, not kill ponies, we want to feed on the ponies' love, like they show in the flashback. During the flashback when PHARYNX was actually still sending out to his brother, even though that he is still kind of a weakling himself, and he was like, you know, at the very end, he's like, stop hitting yourself. So it's like, you know, even if things are different between the two brothers, they're still blood, they're still family related, and that's what I liked about this episode mostly, was because about how strong their brotherly relationship is. Even though, you know, they were going to a really difficult time with PHARYNX not really accepting the, do I have to say changes? What the fuck? Anyways, fine, changes. God, alright, changes. Man, it's gonna be so weird saying all this with changelings. Changes that are going on right now during, like, the way they are now, pretty much. Like, let's just say it's different, okay? It's just different. There, forget about change. Different. It's different from where it was before in the good old days when it would feed on love. And he doesn't appreciate that. He wants things to go back to the way they are, but Thorax is like, no. The history of the changeling race has changed now with our race. Let's just forget about that. Let's move on. Let's just, you know, actually start let's just start, over again. Let's just start the way that we're doing things now, and you gotta accept changes, no matter how big or small they are, for better or for worse. That's the way life goes. And he's like, no, because he pretty much, now you may think, he may be like a dick, like basically, just basically, and you know what? It's kind of a weird, but I don't know if this is sort of like a racial movement. I don't know, but is it kind of weird and kind of like weird? I don't know. I don't know if it's weird, if it fits with our current events nowadays, but like it's weird. Or just like back then. It's so weird because it's like, I guess it's like how people view like certain things or new things here in America now compared to, like, I guess you could say that in a way. And it's weird how it events, pretty much starting up today. Even though it's weird, I didn't really want politics to be a thing here when it comes to My Little Pony. But you can kind of tell that they're kind of implementing it just a little bit. Just a little bit. You can kind of tell that they kind of are. Because it was kind of odd because... So it's like you're painting like a white person like black, and it's like, what the hell? Like you see like the one changeling where he's like painted, he's trying to be all black like the other one, PHARYNX, and once you go black, you never go back. Like PHARYNX, like he's still black in a way, like you can obviously tell he's still black, and he has like the red hair and everything. Kind of, sort of, but it's like it's different. But actually, no, it's not here. It's like horns. But it's really cool. Speaking of which, I really did love the design at the very end where he actually accepted that he actually loves something for once, because he wasn't accepted with love. He's accepted of just going out there and feeding on that love to make them stronger as troops. And he would always be on the lookout. But now, since there's been no threats, or they haven't been doing anything to be feeding on love or doing anything fun like that, he's not appreciative of that. And especially since he kind of ruined the whole feeling for him by just explaining how he really feels. Even though it is a feeling for him, that's pretty much what it's there for. That's what you guys set that up for. So anyways, so at first Starlight, thinks that, well, he's a lost cause. I don't think this is going to work out. And Trixie kind of agrees. Even though Trixie's kind of be that one bad influence you don't want around, where basically it's going to screw everything up. And that's pretty much what happens. So this monster thing that he's pretty much trying to be on patrol of, while everybody else is not really, paying attention, he's the only one that's pretty much been on patrol. The mole thing, whatever it is, I kind of forget what it is. But technically what happens is that Starlight actually finds a way in that situation where he sends him near that particular spot, attacking. And because of what she basically said about, or at least, PHARYNX overheard them about, maybe they're just trying to kick him out for good because he's a lost cause. Now it's because that he won't be on patrol. That mole monster thingy is actually going to be attacking the actual hive. I forget what the thing is called. Put it down in the comments because I'm too lazy for that. Anyway, so with that thing, attacking the actual swarm, it's like, oh shit, now we have them on patrol. And we're just here just chilling, doing our thing. So it's like, what are we supposed to do now? So it's like, shit, we feel bad at the same time. And then I like how Starlight makes an epic speech, and then like all of a sudden they still don't even try to help. And then like THORAX, I really like THORAX's observation where it's like, yeah, you gotta come with me, it's your fault, bitch. And I'm like, yo, THORAX, okay, actually taking the realm. I am loving the development THORAX is getting as a leader. It's really cool to see that THORAX is finally taking the helm and finally taking his leader role a lot seriously now, which I think was a huge plus in this episode. You can obviously tell. And it was really nice that even though, he's his brother, he's not going to give up on him just like that. He's part of the family. He's part of the hive. He's been there ever since he was born. So, of course, he's going to help his brother out, which actually kind of makes sense. So, either way, and it was kind of cool too how they had that strategy at the end to defeat the mole monster thing, where it's like that, that old trick that he did to THORAX about stop hitting yourself. And it's like they actually try to trick him and actually try to, make him confused. And then even THORAX is like, stop hitting yourself, stop it. And I was like, oh man, THORAX, oh my god. The development from, because I was afraid of THORAX, it was still, he still has that childlike personality, but in a way you could tell as a leader, especially because of Amber. And by the way, I love the fact that Amber was actually canon in this episode. Oh my god. I love the fact that they added Amber as canon in this episode. How, even Starlight was like, yeah, well, didn't she teach you the one to actually be more observant? So, yeah, exactly. So, wow, man, that's I never thought an episode like this would ever exist, and it actually does, and it's like it comes in full circle. It's pretty freaking bonkers. It really is. And the lesson, well, can't think about it. I can't really think of the lesson, really. I guess the lesson is that you gotta accept change, I guess. Or I guess you just gotta let your feelings out no matter how harsh they could be. You know, you just gotta accept each other's feelings, or you just gotta accept change. I can't really tell what the message or the moral is supposed to be. Or pretty much just, you know, I guess the moral to this story is, I guess feelings. I guess it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to have emotion and not, you know, pretty much hide it and pretty much not admit that, yeah, you actually do care about certain someone and you're just not really showing it and you're not letting everybody else know how you feel, or etc, etc. You're just being stubborn and just doing you, and you're just, you know, ignoring, you know, you're just pretty much letting yourself get all worked out for nothing, pretty much, I guess. Or just pretty much like getting yourself into that spot where no one's gonna like you until you finally admit what it is, and then that way maybe people can actually start to appreciate you. I'm guessing that's what the lesson is here. I'm not so sure. But if I can find any negatives though, Trixie, I love you, Trixie, but damn girl, you've been kind of sassy for like the while. I mean, yes, I know it's part of Trixie's nature. I did like the way they wrote her in last season with No Second Princess. No bottled up, you know, she was fine. I mean, I guess that's her character, so I have to deal with it. It's just, yeah, I mean, yeah, even though Trixie, you know, did have some points, it's just that, it was pretty funny, you know, she did have her moments. I guess, I can't really be Trixie, I guess it'll just be like the moral. I don't know exactly what the moral is supposed to be, really. I don't think there really is a moral. No, actually, you know what, the only thing is that Trixie, you gotta tone it down a bit. You gotta tone it down a bit. You gotta tone it down with being a cunt. I'm just saying this all. Maybe it's not your fault, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this episode. So I guess it would be a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was a great episode overall. Yeah, I guess it was a great episode overall. I actually did enjoy, you know, how the changelings are. It's great to see, like, as a race now, it looks like they're actually going to find a way now to defend themselves. So now PHARYNX can actually help them when it comes to combat, when it comes to defense. That's actually really cool. And I really did like the way Starlight was trying to fix the situation by making it worse. But in the end, it can all work out? Maybe? I guess. So yeah, 4.5. That's the only thing I'm just confused about the moral or whatever. But yeah, let's just leave it at 4.5. Or maybe just a 4. Just a very good episode. But nah, 4.5. It was a great episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of My Little Pony Friends vs. Magic, Season 7, Episode 17. I'll see you guys next week for Episode 18. Finally, a Daring Do episode. Well, actually, not finally, because we have one last year. Alright. Okay, well, cool. I mean, will this be really the final time we're going to be seeing Daring Do from what we heard from the plot of the episode? Who knows? Anyways, that's it. So don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, don't forget to click notification squad boys bell. Make sure you get notified of my videos. It really helps a lot. Also, don't forget to check out my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well for all you gamers out there. So, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting Retro Media What You Watch. And bronies, bro who, brony on. See you guys next week for episode 18. Bye-bye.